All right, we'll go ahead and get started with our next media availability now. First of all, I'd like to make a wonderful announcement today that Andretti Autosport is announcing that Jarett Andretti will be driving for the team at the Freedom 100 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway this year in the Indy Lights presented by Cooper Tire Series, and with his team owner Michael Andretti and his second cousin, his godson Jarett. Welcome, gentlemen. Congratulations on the announcement. Michael, tell us how this came about and how proud you are.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. We've been talking about it for quite some time, especially with John, Jared's dad, and he's always had a dream to see his son driving at Indy, and I'm glad that we're making it a reality this year. Jared's been doing a great job in sprint cars, which run out of our shop the last, I don't know how many, 4 or 5 years. And this year he's been driving for us in the GT4 and the McLaren and doing a great job for his first time ever on road courses. So we thought it was time to get him out and run at the Speedway. So it'll be, I think, the 7th Andretti to compete at the Indianapolis racetrack. So it's pretty cool.
Exactly, yeah. He'll be the 7th to compete. We also figured out he'll be the 8th Andretti to actually drive on it, of course, because although
tested
to test it.
Yeah, exactly.
So Jarett, tell us your feelings about this announcement. This is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, get to go to the Speedway. I drive by there all the time. Live in Indianapolis, grew up in Indianapolis, and so it just means a lot. It'll be good to get Dad out to the Speedway again. I know he always gets a little pep in his step whenever he gets to go out there and see everybody and be a part of something. So that's going to be exciting. And so I'm just really excited to get rolling and be my first experience in a single seater on an oval. So I look forward to that and just kind of work my way through the process.
And in the meantime, I know you guys have a test session coming up, including a Kentucky Speedway as well, to get better acclimated.
Yeah, we're going to go to Kentucky next week, and so that'll be good to kind of get acclimated, get through the bar changes and things like that, just to get comfortable with the cockpit adjustables. The sprint car has shock adjusters, but they're only one way, and so they're a lot less complicated than the stuff that they have on the Indy Lights car. So we'll work through that and get comfortable and then go to Indy.
So just maybe talk a little bit. Obviously, the Andretti legacy at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Now you become part of that. Have you had a chance to think about that and that whole thing?
Honestly, I haven't, because it's been, I ran the sprint car last weekend, I came to Long Beach this weekend, and the road course stuff is pretty new to me, so I've been really focused on Long Beach, and then when I land on Monday, we'll be able to focus on Kentucky, but I think, I don't think it really sets in until after it happens, and so just try to work through the process and be successful there, and then you can think about it later, or we always have a long off season. That's a good time to think too.
Is there an off season anymore? Michael, adding Jared's car to the program for the Freedom 100, what will that add to the program? Obviously, more data points and more things to learn to help the whole team.
Yeah, for sure. It's another car out there, and that's more data. This year we're a 3-car team. We're used to being a 4-car team, so in terms of that'll be an easy adjustment. And I'm sure he's going to go out and do a good job and contribute, and help the other 3 cars as well. So that's always the goal. But I'm really excited to see him go out there and run, and I think he's going to have a lot of fun.
Let's open it up to questions now for Jarett and Michael. We'll start with Mark. Do we have the handheld mic again? Oh, right there. Let's start with Mark over there.
A question for Jarett or Michael. Is this a precursor to maybe moving into Indy Lights at some point full-time and then into Indy cars? Would that be a goal of yours or for Michael?
Be a goal of mine if we can work something out, for sure. I assume it would be a goal of Jared's, but I think you got to start here, and Indy Lights is such a great training ground, and if hopefully it goes well, then we can maybe turn it into something bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think I echo that sentiment. I think I really enjoyed the road racing stuff, and the more I get to do of it, the more I like it. So I think the IndyCar Series is on the rise, and I've really enjoyed coming to St. Pete, coming to Long Beach, just how crowded it is, and how the series is run is really enticing. So I think that this is the first step, and to dip your toe in the water I go, and kind of see if we can make that work. Just never know what the future holds.
Let's go to Chris back here.
Jarett, besides the test at Kentucky, how much testing will you be doing, and do you believe it will be difficult to get used to running a Formula car open wheel with wings?
I think that we're going to test at Indy as well, and then they have that gives you some time to think about it, and I guess you go to the race, and on Friday you test, and I think you have a couple practices, qualify, then the race that day. So the nice thing about it is it's spaced out, so it gives you time to think about it, look at data, look at video. There's lots of video from the past couple of years, so I think that helps me a lot. Everybody's a rookie. They have run Formula cars on ovals and such, but they haven't run Indy Lights cars, so I think that is a nice even playing ground. And that's one of the things about Indy Lights is usually guys go there and then they graduate, so you're kind of judging yourself against guys with similar experience. So I think that's a great part of the platform, and I'm looking forward to that.
To Jenna back there, and then we'll come down front.
Hey Jarett, Michael mentioned this in his opening remark that it's your dad's dream to see you race at Indy. I'm wondering what that means to you to be able to fulfill that, and if you can just talk about how he's doing. I know he announced that his cancer was back a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well right now. He came sprint car racing with me last weekend, and goes to the car washes and he's up till 3 in the morning. I can't get him to stop, and so I don't know. I mean, he's doing really well as far as that goes, and he's obviously he's going to go through chemo again and some treatments and such, but I've never seen it let him affect him. So that's just it's really an inspiration. I mean, so and as far as the dream part, I mean, we've worked on this. We've built our sprint car team together, hand in hand, and just us going to the races together sometimes, and him working on the car, and me driving the car. So I mean, he's been there every step. I mean, he lived with me in the summers, for 4 or 5 months, and we did everything, ate every meal together. So
He's at the shop more than I am. I'm not kidding.
He's a really good mechanic. A lot of people don't know that about him, but he's an extremely talented mechanic. Get on the middle of the lathe, do stuff, machine stuff. He can't weld, but besides that, he can do about anything else. And so we've done it all together, and just to kind of go through this process together, it's been great, and great to put the McLaren deal together with him and all the other stuff that's happening. It's it's as much of a byproduct of his hard work as it is mine.
And as a follow, Michael, what sort of satisfaction do you get in being able to put this together, and it's a family thing, and I know it means so much to you guys as an entire family.
Yeah, absolutely. This is very important to me personally. Me and John are very, very close. We've been close our whole lives, growing up together, and to help to bring one of his dreams come true. I think it's cool to be able to do that, and Jared's a part of our team there anyway. He's been there for a long time, and it's nice to finally get him out there and do something out there at the Speedway. So me personally, it's really exciting to be part of this.
Down there in the front row.
This is a question for Jarett. Considering now in the sprint car world and trying to get into the Indianapolis, whether it's the Freedom 100 or the Indy 500, how special is it that you, coming from that area, getting to compete in the Freedom 100 at a time where sprint car drivers have a hard time getting to this series, or let alone climbing up the ladder?
No, I understand, and I think there's extremely talented people in the sprint car. There's guys like Cody Swanson that he should not be in a Silver Crown car full time, and I think that hopefully that I can run well and get other guys opportunities. I think that the short track world has been overlooked, and take it personally. I think other guys in the short track world take it personally as well, and I think that you just try to make your mark, and that gives the next guy the opportunity. And because there's talented guys there, and you just look at Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell, what they're doing in NASCAR. It proves that the talent's there at the sprint car midget level.
Chris?
Piggybacking off of those comments, Michael, if this works out where Jarett does pretty well and it works out in your favor, can we see more USAC guys like Cody Swanson come run the Freedom 100 for you?
For me, I mean, we always have the door open if we can put something together. I mean, I agree with Jarett. I think there's tremendous amount of talent in those cars, and it is unfortunate that you see a lot of these guys that their talent gets overlooked, and they spend their whole career there, and when anybody with talent goes down and tries to race them, they can't beat them. You see that all the time, and it is a shame sometimes when these guys do get overlooked. So yeah, it'd be cool if you know, we can put something together to help some of the others get out of there. But you know, we're always here to listen.
Patrick, and then we'll go back to Bruce.
Okay.
You have a question? Okay.
Yeah, JC Journey and Jarett. A local Torrance kid went back to Indianapolis in number 98, Parnelli Jones, and won it. And I'm proud to have number 98 with your uncle, and it's so just exciting. But I wanted to ask you, Parnelli did mention at one time that you learn how to drive on pavement, but he feels you learned how to race on dirt. Do you think that's still the case?
I mean, I think I agree completely with that, because you just come to a sprint car race, and you know, you'll be 3, 4, 5 wide sometimes, and sometimes you come out of a corner and you're running 9th, and sometimes you come out of the next corner running 4th, and it's just it's just such a knife fight to come to those races. And you know, every year I see on the broadcast at Turkey Night,
Yep.
And you know, the races are great every year. So, and I don't know, a lot of people don't know this, but my dad got his opportunity to run an Indy car, running a, you know, it was for the Gardners, a Curve Agajanian sprint car.
Sure.
It was the 96, because Knopfsinger was running the 98.
You are good.
He was the main guy. So, so that it's cool to kind of get that opportunity from a sprint car to get and do this. It mirrors my dad's opportunities as well. He kind of took a shy track through sports cars, kind of like what I'm doing, and dragsters, yes. So, so I think I agree wholeheartedly with Parnelli, and he's an intelligent guy, and I think that yeah, I can echo that.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Patrick back there, and then Bruce, and then we'll go to Mark.
Michael, as you continue to invest in the ladder series, I mean, adding a dirt track driver, I mean, you can continue putting a focus there where some others have kind of given up, but now are sort of coming back. How important is that to you personally and to your race team?
It's very important. I think it's very important to the series. You know, I think it really ticks me off, some of the owners that don't get behind it, because look at the talent that comes out of the series every year. There's at least one that comes out, and then he comes in and they're competitive. I mean, it's a really good training ground for our drivers, and I think we all should get behind it. You know, I do get really pissed off, to be honest with you, that they don't get more involved, because in the end, it's good for all of us. You know, if we make the ladder series strong, you know, because it's just going to bring more talent, not only just the drivers, but you know, the mechanics you can train engineers. You know, it worked very, very well for us, and it's something that I'm not going to give up on. I think there's some plans to make it better in the future, which I'm actually pretty excited about. So, you know, I think IndyCar is realizing how important it is, and I think you'll see them get behind it a little more.
Bruce?
Will Robin be part of this program, and are you eventually trying to maybe get him up to where he can work for an IndyCar team?
Who? Oh, Robin. Oh, Robin. I don't think he's going to be doing much on this program. You know, Robin's he's pretty busy over on the GT4 side right now.
Moral support.
Yeah. It's great having Robin in the shop, though. He's really a great guy. He's a true professional.
He's a really calming influence. So
He is. You really need him between him and John. It's good to have him there.
Mark?
Question for Michael. Talking about the Andretti family, and keeping that going in racing. At what age do you think you'll get your son Mario Andretti? I don't know if everybody knows you, but your young son is Mario Andretti in a go-kart.
God, I don't know. You know, I'm hopefully never. Can't handle another one. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. He still hasn't really shown it yet. He wants to do it, but if he does, you know, I'm not going to hold him back, but I'm definitely not going to influence either.
he can come grab a sprint car for
Yeah,
me.
no, thanks.
There you go.
Any further questions? These two journalists down here, any questions? You guys know a lot about racing. All right, with that, congratulations on the announcement, gentlemen.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.